Okay. So the next concept is related to basic components of public relation. So here, what are the basic components of this public relation? The first one we have counseling. So who has to counsel who? So here, whenever the company or the management is making any policies or procedures or any principle, or if you have to give some provide some advice, so for all these things you have to counsel the public. Okay, so in order to maintain a good relationship and in order to communicate in a good way, we need this public relation. The next one is research. So in order to plan something, or in order to plan public strategies or policies, or in order to determine the attitudes and behaviors of the public, we have to go through the research. So research is also one of the main component of this public relation. The next one is media relation. We know that everyone in our society is working with the mass media. Okay, I mean seeking the publicity, or knowing the interest of the organization and knowing the interest of the public. For all these things, we have to maintain a good relationship with the medias as well. Then the next one is publicity. So here, if your company wanted to, if your organization wanted to promote itself or promote its products or services, whatever it is, you have to plan according to that, and you have to have a planned message, and you should be knowing through which selected media you are going to public your organization's goals. Okay, the next one is employee. The very important component of this public relation is you have to maintain a good relationship with the members or the employees of the organization, because employees are the source of the company, human resources. So without them, we're not able to continue with our business. So for that purpose, you have to maintain a good relationship with the customers, and you have to keep informing all the details about the company, and you have to keep motivating the employees so that it will gives the good results. The next one is related to community relations. So if you have maintaining a good relationship with the media, if you're maintaining a good relationship with the employee, that is not sufficient. You have to maintain a good relationship with the community as well. So because you have to look into the society, and you have to work for the society, so that benefit whatever you are giving, or the planned activity whatever you are doing for the community, that should give the benefit for both organization as well as the community. Then the next one is public affairs. So whenever you are going to develop some public policies, or whenever you are going to develop some government procedures, whatever it is, so you have to maintain you should be knowing the public relation activity, and you should have the contact a good relationship with the government agencies in order to describe their public relation activities. Okay, so the next one is government affairs. So whenever you want, I mean, we know that the government will give us the list of the rules and regulation of the legislature, which have to, I mean, where all the organization has to follow. So on behalf of the organization, you have to, I mean, public relation will help the organization in order to maintain a good relationship with the public affairs. I mean, the various public agents, government agencies, which on behalf of the public organizations. The next one, issue management. So here you should be knowing what are, I mean, you should identify what are the issues happening in your organization and to the public, and you have to address that issue to the public, which concern about the which affect the organization. The next one, financial relationship. Financial relation. So again, you have to maintain a good relationship with the or you have to create the investors confidence, and you have to maintain that investors confident, and you have to build a good relationship with the investors, so that it will help you in the financial assistance. I mean, you have to maintain a good relationship with the investors and the shareholders of the organization. Then, industrial relationship. So we know that there are so many trade associations within the organization. So there also you have to maintain a good relationship, which will help in the public relation. The next one, development. So whenever you wanted to develop your organization, or whenever you wanted to raise the fund in the organization, so first you have to demonstrate what are your need for the development, and you have to encourage the public, and then you have to support an organization. So all this will contribute fund for your organization. Then special event. So you have to host a special event, which will, I mean, the activities you have to design so that you can interact with the public, and you can also take their feedback, and you can listen to them as well. So the next one is marketing communication. So after everything, we know that we have to market, or we have to advertise our organization. For this, so we have, I mean, whatever, if you are selling a product or services, or whatever your idea, that you have to communicate with the public, that can happen only with the advertising, or you can make use of collateral materials, or publicity, promotion, direct mail, or trade shows, or any other special event that can happen. So we have various tools of public relation. The very first one, it is public. So we know that under this public, it comes under as a group of similar individual, or the persons having the same interest, or the persons having the same problems or circumstances or goal. Everyone comes under this heading. So the people who is having the same opinion, again it comes under the public. Okay. So for the employer, there will be so many persons. Even the employee will be a public, even the shareholders or the general public will be a public. So, and here the list of people, I mean public, who will be having certain multiple of wants and desires, and they may have the likes and dislikes, or sometimes they'll be have a strong likes or strong dislikes. So everything comes under the public. For the employer, there will be a public, and the employee, for him there will be some other public. For the government, even the citizen or another public will be there. So for each and every one, there will be a certain term which is known as public. And the next one is relation. So we know that as a human being, we have to establish a good relationship with one another. So like the wants of the individual, if they wanted to take their relationship to the some other extent. Take for example, in the industries or in the organization, we'll be having the relationship among of superior and the inferior, or sometimes we will say inferior to superior, or sometimes there will be equal to equal relationship. So everywhere there will be establishment of this relationship. So we have so many relationship, like by sentiment, or by friendship, or by jealous, or whatever it may be. For in each and everything, there will be a relationship between the people. The next one is propaganda. So here, propaganda, it is nothing but it is a manipulation of symbols to transmit the accepted attitudes and skills. So it can be described as it's a political application of publicity and advertising. Okay, so if you are advertising, or if you are giving publicity to the large scale of people, then you can utilize this. Then the next one, campaign. As we all know that if they wanted to do some publicity programs, you can go for the campaigns, whether it is less large scale of publicity, or whether it is a small scale of publicity, or with the help of variety of media, we can go through the campaigns. So that means there will be a specific object which will be communicating to the target audience. Okay, so a campaign objective may be the election of a candidate. In order to promote his political issues, he is going to use this campaign. The next one is lobby. So here it is like influencing, or you're smoothly affecting some other person, or it is like a measured pressure you're going to putting on some other person in order to win your. Okay, so the next topic is limitations of public relation. The very first one, we know that for each and every topic there will be a certain limitations, and there will be many number of advantages and disadvantages. So as everything, even the public relation has certain limitation. Let us discuss about that. Number one, public relations cannot totally whitewash, tarnish image. So here, even we know that with the help of this public relation, we are going to create an image, or we are going to success something, or we are going to build a good relationship with the others, but whatever it is, sometimes it leads to misunderstanding also, or wrong impression or misinterpretation. Everything may cause, if you are going to use the advertisement, we don't know how people will take it. So if they are misunderstanding, or if they are wrongly interpreting whatever you are communicating, again it will be a limitation for the public relation. The next one, so it cannot hide anything in the best interest of the company. We know that the management wanted to showcase all its information. It has to show all the details of the company to the public, but in that there are chances it may the main confidential information can also leak out due to this public relation. The next one, public relation cannot create reputation out of nothing. If you are not doing anything, okay, I already told it will help you in long run with the help of goodwill, but you are not doing anything, we cannot create goodwill. Unless and until you do something, then only we can create goodwill. The next one, a public relation fails to have valued public opinion. So in the public relation, we know that we are going to maintain a good relationship with the various people, but you're not going to take the opinion of the public. So if there is, it is like if you are going to give everything and if you are not taking the feedback, again it will be a limitation for, it is be a major limitation for the public relation. The next one, public relation demands public speaking. So here, so whatever the public relation or the public speaking, you are going to reach to the large number of target audience, and we discussed that it will create a mutual understanding between one another. But if the people are talking, I mean, when you are going to collect the uh, feedback about the about the organization regarding public, so that feedback or the public speaking may depend on their moods or public view or on their thinking. So again it will be biased if there is no proper feedback from the public. So the next concept, which is very important, is media. As you all know that media, we can say that media is nothing but it's a means of communication that reaches large number of people, such as television, newspaper, radio. It may be anything, or you can make use of various means such as billboards, magazines, newspaper, radio, television, internet, or any other thing in order to give promotional message to the public. So it is also known as, if you are using the words or speeches or pictures, it is also known as advertising media. Okay, so media, we can say that it is a strategy which we can use in order to analyze the target market audience and to focus on the consumer behavior, and also we can create a strategy and we can attract the customers, which helps the organization in building, I mean, creating the brand awareness and brand equity, and also in order to maintain the brand loyalty. So here, the next thing, we have the roles of media. So number one, we have enhances awareness. So we know that through the help of advertisement, we are going to alert the public people about new products that comes into the market. So it contains information about what the product is and what it does, and what is the price, what is the promotion, what are the benefits. With the help of advertising, we are going to give all the details about the product, so that it will increase your sales and it also increase your promotional activities. Then second one, it influences demographics. So here we know that we are going to target on the large number of audience, will be knowing as target customers or the target audience. So before that, we should be concentrate on the demographics of the customers, like here it includes like genders, age, education, household income, marital status, employment status, types of residents, number of children, and so on. So again, the role of media will play an important role in collecting all the information regarding demographic concept. The next one, enhancement of brand image. If you're going to advertise your product with a uh, good number of information, including all the price or what are the benefits, all the promotion, what are the advantages of the product, so automatically it will increase or build your brand image. So you for this you can make use of print media or you can go with the publications. Then the next one is enhancement of demand. So as I told that if we create the awareness, if we collect the details of the customers and if we create the brand image, automatically it will increase our demand because people will be knowing the number of products offered by the organization and people will be knowing what are the advantages and what is the price of the product. So automatically it will increase your demand so that you can increase your production as well. The next one, maximize product usage. So if you're giving with the help of media, if you start giving the advertisement about your product, so automatically it will increase the demand, it will increase your sales, and also it will increase the product usage among the customers. So there are four levels of users, like heavy users, medium users, light users, and non-users. So you can make a differentiate between this with the help of media, and also you can concentrate on your sales. The next one, avoid brand switching. So here, brand switchers are known as, it is like the customer who will not prefer the brand every time. So instead of that, he will go and he will buy according to his situational factors. So this media will help the organization in order to identify the brand switchers. The next one, convenience target audience. So first your media will help the organization in order to make a differentiate between primary target audience and the secondary target audience. So the company should be knowing on whom to target first and the second on whom to target at the last. So here, take for example, if the children request for some video games, so here to the parents, here the children will be the primary target and the parents will be the secondary target. So this media will help the organization in order to distinguish between primary or target and the secondary target audience. The next one, effective communication. So if you are producing a product, it is your duty that you have to communicate that to the public. So that can help only with the help of media. So you have to plan for the target audience and you have to plan for the media, which through which media you have to advertise your product so that you can communicate all the details of your product to the customers, which in turns help you in the increase of production and also increase of sale. Implementation of desired media to ensure a favorable public relation. So it mainly focuses on how the media is developed over a period of time, and which includes various steps such as capturing, compressing, copying, moving, deleting media files, etc. So the next concept is purpose of media management. So the main purpose of this media management is, we can say that the media is powerful tool of communicating, and it which helps in the proper planning, organizing, and implementation of all the media in the right way. And the next purpose is, it helps in promoting the right things on the right time through the right media. And also it gives real exposure to the mass audience about what is right and what is wrong by the time and the situation management. And it also helps in giving lot of information to the to the real world in the proper time. And the next one is types of media. So we have various types of media. The very first one is press publicity. So press publicity, it is like this is the most popular method of publicity today. Okay, either we will use newspaper or we will use magazines, which have become part of our daily life. So under this press publicity, we have newspaper. I have chosen only two: the newspaper and the magazine. So newspaper, it's like large number of people will use it, and you can give the appropriate announcement of the new product and new development of existing product. And because this can happen because there is a frequency of publication so that you will get the more opportunity market. The next one, let us discuss about the various merits of newspaper. So the first one, it is like it will reach each and every nook and corner. So the next one, it is having high frequency and speed in preparation and publication of the advertisement. So and also we can say that the newspaper are have a lot of flexibility. According to the convenience and necessity of the advertiser, they can shape and size their advertisement. So and the next one, we can also say that it is a cheap method of advertising. And also, as we have advertised advantages, and for this, we also have the various demerits or disadvantages. The first one is a visual effect is not being created, and we can say that as it is a cheap newsprint, so the visual effect is not there, and also the life of the newspaper is extremely short. So the frequency of advertisement is required, and there is a waste of circulation where the advertisement is carried to a place where there is no market existing nor the possibility of creating a new market. So this will affect, this can be avoid a local paper advertisements. Then also we can say that there is a lack of uniformity in advertising requirement, like rate prescribed for the popular dailies are high, and the advertisement have to be small in size. And the next one, when we give the advertisement, they have to, in the newspaper, they will let's say classify the advertisement into several groups, advertisement having common themes such as matrimonial, situational, or for the sale. So based on their preference, the advertisement cost will increase. And there will be a general advertisement which includes all the different places of creating some identity. And we have teaser advertisement where the new forms of advertisement where it creates, it will not give the message of selling a product. Instead of that, they will keep a series of advertisement, and which creates the interest among the readers. And the next one is magazine. So we can say that this is another medium under press publicity, so magazines or journals. So we can say that it is a good facility because magazines are read leisurely when the reader is mentally prepared to receive the advertisement. So we have so many merits and demerits. Number one, we have better reproduction of advertisement than newspaper. So, and we can also say that we can keep this journal or the magazine for the large duration, like monthly or weekly. And magazines are highly selective in the nature, so that the waste of circulation is will be avoided. And trade magazines reach a specialized group, and the demerit, we have some certain demerits like low flexibility, and there will be low flexibility in the magazines, and there will be, there will be high incur of preparation cost, and there will be inelasticity of coverage of magazines. And whenever the advertiser need to give advertisement, it will not, it cannot be happen because the magazines will be published on weekly or monthly basis. In the magazine, we have so many forms of magazines. Like we have general magazines, which will meant only for the general appeal, like weekly or monthly, like that. Then specialized magazines we have for the only for the special interest people, like commerce for the business, or for the women separately we have. Then special issues we have as annual, like directories, publications,